Let's talk about a communication trick that feels, well, completely backward. But it's also incredibly powerful. What if I told you that the fastest way to actually win a disagreement, and I mean really get what you want, is to just admit you're wrong right from the get-go?
Okay, now that is a bold claim, right? I mean, seriously, imagine yourself in that spot. You're caught, dead to rights. What could you possibly say that ends with you just walking away, totally scot-free? It's not about arguing, it's not about begging, it's something else. So let's get into this story.
All right, so let's set the scene here. And we're not talking about some high-stakes movie drama. Nope, this is a simple, everyday moment, the kind of thing any of us could find ourselves in. But it's a moment that could get really bad really fast.
So just picture this for a second. There's a guy, he's just enjoying a nice day, walking his little bulldog through a park. I mean, it's a perfectly normal scene, something you've probably seen a million times. Nothing weird about it at all.
But here's the thing. The park has a super clear rule. All dogs have to be muzzled. And this guy's dog? Yeah, no muzzle. He knows the rule, and he knows he's breaking it. There was absolutely no way to talk his way out of this one. He is 100% in the wrong. And then, just like that, the inevitable happens. He glances up and sees a police officer, on a horse, coming right for him. Uh-oh, the law has arrived. The confrontation is about to go down. You can just feel that tension, can't you? The classic showdown is set. Okay, so this is it. This is the moment of truth. Really put yourself in his shoes for a sec. The cop is getting closer, you are totally guilty, and you know it. Your gut instinct, your first reaction, is probably to cook up an excuse, right? To argue, to try and downplay it. But this guy, he does the exact opposite.
So just think about it. What really is the best move here? I mean, how do you even begin to defend yourself when you literally have no defense? The answer is, you don't. You don't argue at all. You do something that just completely flips the entire script.
So, before the officer can even open his mouth, our dog walker just looks him in the eye and says that. Just imagine the cop's surprise. He was gearing up for a fight, totally ready for excuses, and instead he gets this, a full, unconditional surrender. And this, my friends, is the heart of this entire technique. So what do you think happened next? Well, the officer, completely thrown off his game, became lenient. He ended up saying something like, it's just a little dog, and let the guy go with a warning. So why did that work? It's all because of this really powerful psychological idea we can call the generosity trap.
Okay, so here's the psychology behind it. When you beat yourself up first, the only way for the other person to feel important is to be generous. Think about it. The officer wanted to feel like the big, important person in charge, but scolding a guy who's already scolding himself, there's no satisfaction in that. By showing mercy, he gets to feel powerful and kind. You're basically feeding their ego, which leaves them with almost no choice but to forgive you.
Let's break this down. If you argue, you put them on the attack, and you just fuel their ego with conflict. It turns into a battle. But when you admit everything right away, you actually put them on the defensive. They were all geared up for a fight, and now there's no fight. It just sucks all the air out of the conflict, instantly.
So, the key is how to pull this off effectively. And it's actually a pretty simple three-step process. First, and this is important, this only works when you are genuinely in the wrong. Second, you gotta be fast. Admit it before they even get a word in. And third, you have to do it with enthusiasm. I am so guilty, I have no excuses. It has to feel real.
The really cool thing about this isn't just about getting out of a ticket. It's about how you take control of a situation by looking like you're giving up all control. This is a tool you can use in so many areas of your life.
I mean, think about it. You missed a deadline at work. Instead of a long story, try, you're right, I totally messed up, I have no excuse. Or you're in a silly argument with your partner. You know what? You are completely right. I'm sorry. This little trick can work wonders to just diffuse the tension in all kinds of situations.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to this one simple, powerful idea. See, an argument needs two people to happen. When you immediately and enthusiastically agree with the other person, you leave them with absolutely nothing to fight against. You've completely stolen their thunder. Their whole reason for being mad just vanishes. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you know you messed up, just remember this. The power isn't always in fighting harder or having the best excuse. Sometimes the real power is in the surrender. By losing the battle on purpose, you might just win the war. Pretty interesting thing to think about, isn't it?